Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Afton and I'm Monty's Tarot Child. Here on my channel I do pick a card readings like the one that we have here today and general readings for the collective. All of my YouTube videos and written content will be released early for early access on my Patreon, which I will leave the link in the description down below. I am not going to spend too much time on the introduction. Just wanted to let you know who I am and where you can find access to all of the content that I create. So for today, I am doing a bit of a different reading. This is, as you can see in the title, a pick a deck, which you can pick any of these 4 tarot decks, and I have then put aside 3 accompanying oracle decks that will go along with each deck. So each deck will have their own oracle cards. No pile has the same oracle cards within their reading. It's something different that I wanted to try. And the theme of the reading today is, what is the message that Spirit is trying to send you or trying to give you? Okay, so this reading is to shed light on a situation that you are currently already aware of, something that you are currently either working towards, working away from, whatever that energy holds around your situation. This is not any new information. You will not hear something completely unexpected or different to the path that you are already going along. So if you'd like to take a moment to just pause here and meditate on which of these 4 piles is meant for you, and then we can get right into your reading. Hello, pile number 1. You chose this beautiful rose quartz crystal. And I'm going to get right into your reading. This is a message that Spirit has been trying to send you. So this is a different type of reading for me. Usually I don't shuffle on camera, but I did want to do something different. A message that Spirit is trying to send you or to give you. A message that you may be aware of currently. Okay. Let's see. So the first few that we have out is Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Wands, and give me one second, the 8 of Pentacles. Yes. Okay. So let's start with the Wheel of Fortune. Currently, you are realizing or in the process of realizing that life is a cycle. Moments in your life have happened really in a cycle. Like, how do you say the word cyclical? I think, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong. A very cyclic nature. So you understand that there is almost a divine working going on behind the scenes. You've possibly always been aware of this, or you are currently learning more about this energy, learning that there's not always just good and bad. Sometimes there are certain events that are necessary to happen in order to continue to move you forward along your path. Of course, with the Ace of Wands here, there is a new beginning, a gift. Almost, I'm hearing a spiritual blessing where you are being presented something by Spirit, Source, something that ignites a new passion within you, ignites a new fuel to you. Ignites fuel to you. What does that mean? I'm trying to gather the message that I'm hearing, but the way that this card is appearing to me is very striking energy. I believe this is the energy that is coming to you currently. Especially with this Wheel of Fortune here, you may have been waiting for this energy to present itself. You may have felt recently that you've been on pause and been waiting for this new beginning. It's kind of like you were in this hiatus stage. And now you're ready to take whatever this gift is that Spirit is sending you, gifting you with, and you're ready to act with it. You're ready to learn is also what I'm hearing. This could do with some spiritual learning about self, because it's, Ace of Wands, and the 1 is really making me think about self. So again, something that you are learning passionately about within yourself. And we also have the Eight of Pentacles. So you've been, this has a lot to do with your creativity. With the Wands energy here and the Eight of Pentacles, you've been really wanting to give to your creations, wanting not necessarily to give more. I feel like you have a nice, healthy balance of giving to yourself creatively versus, your everyday responsibilities. I see that this creative energy, though, is going to be more important for you, especially with this Ace of Wands here. Spirit wants you to know, or wants you to lean more into your creativity, like allowing your creativity to blend within all aspects of your life, allowing that passionate energy to come forth from you. Also with this Wheel of Fortune here, I feel as if there may have been a cycle that has closed out for you recently, especially with this Ace of Wands here as like that new beginning. Again, a new passionate beginning, it could be. It doesn't have to do with career, but it could be with this Eight of Pentacles here. Let's see what else we have. We have the Hanged Man and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so two aces off the bat, which is a lot of new and beginning energy, a lot of gifts that Spirit is sending you. Actually, within Spirit and within finances, there is a moment of pause here. One that may be necessary for you in order to understand more. Five of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Okay. There could have been some underlining, just not hostility. I don't want to say hostility. Miscommunication, misunderstanding, something here around this Five of Wands being at the bottom of the deck. But taking a moment's pause to really not just create, but to absorb yourself within your creations. I think sometimes we in this society half-heartedly create. We don't fully allow ourselves to give over to that energy. And Spirit is asking you really to allow these gifts to make themselves known in your life, is what I'm hearing. A new financial start as well. It could be a new type of investment, either an investment that you make yourself or someone makes into you or your creativity or creative ideas. But this moment of pause, this hiatus that you were in previously, is definitely different than the one that you are in now. I think there's a level of consciousness within the Hanged Man that isn't necessarily allowed in the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is more of a divine working, cosmic energy that moves around us. The Hanged Man is more of I'm placing myself in this position to gain a different perspective, a higher perspective, a different perspective that is needed for this next part of my process. Again, many financial blessings. That was a lot. We'll take them though. Many financial blessings and spiritual enlightenments along the way as well. There's 4 of these. We'll take them. Let's see what we have. We have the Rider. So a journey is certainly taking place here. Maybe not necessarily a new one. Again, this feels like a path that you are already completely aware of, one that you've been on now for some time. And maybe with this 9 here, because 10 is a full cycle. We have the Wheel of Fortune, of course. Maybe what is happening along your path or your journey right now is just a new path, a veered off path, a separate path where I guess no one else has the map to. You kind of just stumbled upon it. You wonder where it will lead you, what it will take you to, and you're surrounded by all of this new energy around that as well. So it's like you stumble upon this path, you're curious enough to take it, to embark upon it, because it's still, on your way, on your journey. It's still aligned, of course. And it's solo. It's for you. Again, with the self here that I felt with the ace, the hanged man, the ace again, and this solo writer here, I'm feeling very hermit mode energy, very keeping to yourself, learning yourself, being with spirit, of course. Spirit is always with us, but whether we communicate is up to us. And really turning down the outside influence when it comes to your journey. We also have Animus, which is the male energy, or masculine energy, I should say, which we do genderless readings here, but with this masculine energy popping up, it is more so talking about your ambition, your drive, your the ways that you step into your power. Again, another ace. You are really stepping out is what I'm hearing, like stepping into your power fully, not being what is it that I want to say here around this masculine energy? Not allowing others to persuade you in any which way, but really sitting with yourself, listening to yourself, and understanding the answer that I hold will always, or the answers that I need, I will always hold, because I'm the only one who can really live the experience of my choices. I'm the only one who can either benefit or learn from the choices that I make. So I'm going to listen to myself, listen to what spirit tells me, what downloads I'm receiving intuitively, learning what my intuition sounds like, and trusting it. And we also have mice here. Very interesting. I think within this deck, the mice usually talks about kind of like a sneaky energy, especially correlating with the Seven of Swords here and that 7. So be aware of unauthentic energy. Be aware, again, especially with this 5 of Wands here, with people who, instead of building up with you, try to compete with you. Or it's not even a competition, because, again, you are completely aware of yourself. So whatever someone else has going on around them is, the narrative in their own mind. Not to say that people are making up beef with you or anything. It's just they are feeling some type of way about something that you may not be aware of, or may not have been made aware of, is also what I'm hearing. But again, being just more aligned with yourself and your energy can and will help you to read the energy of others. I am going to just point out the astrology that's standing out to me. We have Saturn here with Leo and the 5 of Wands. We have a lot of Earth. So again, the Leo and the Sun, but also Virgo. So it could be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And more fire energy. I think Sagittarius though. So Leo, Sagittarius, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Okay. And then we also have the cross. Very interesting. If I can remind myself, I believe the cross is just signifying to let things not necessarily die, but to let things end. To let things end, to being able to walk away. I believe, yeah, there's this little figure here. Let's see if we can zoom in. There's this little figure here, and either they are standing looking at the cross or walking away from the cross, because they've decided to leave whatever they buried there. Again, I think this is also a part of your writer journey here, is being able to move away from unnecessary energy with this 5 of Wands and the 7 energy coming out, correlating to the 7 of Swords, which I feel very strongly. I feel like there's just energy around your energy that is trying to attach itself to your energy, or like I hate saying it, but like benefit from your energy. Like sometimes you kind of give people a charge. You really spark them up creatively. It could be even you inspire people creatively, and they feel like, you know, they feel their best creatively when they speak with you. But it's like, okay, you can't sponge off of my energy. Yes, we can have creative powwows together, but there needs to be some independence. We don't subscribe to codependency here. So we also have, again, Virgo, very interesting. The double up of the Virgo energy here. So you could be a Virgo, know a Virgo. This could be a Virgo who is really trying to send you energy, again, is what I'm hearing. But it could just be your energy here, being a Virgo. Take what resonates. I think there's also a very meticulous side to you when it comes to working. Like, you're very precise. As I sit here and touch every card to make sure that they are at least as straight as possible that I could get them, I feel like you really, Scorpio at the bottom of the deck, I feel like you really, like you intensely like things to be in their place, in their order. Which is why when you have all this confusing energy about people around you, it kind of throws you off, because it's like, oh, I thought I had you here, placed here as a friend. And really it's more so in this like gray in between area. Again, I don't know why I keep picking up on that, but that 5 of Wands is really sticking out to me as that bottom energy, because you have all of these good things coming in. I think Spirit really wants you to be aware with all of these good things around you. Be aware of who is supporting you genuinely. Be aware of not what people have to offer, because we're not looking for things from people. We're looking for energy. Can you match my energy or help me raise it? Like, not even like you're looking for them to help you raise it, but like, does it happen naturally is the question. Everything must be natural. We have Luna, okay, the moon, and then we have all the moon phases around the face, which is gorgeous. I don't know why, but I'm hearing some of you may have moon in Virgo. Again, just throwing that out. But the moon may be very important to you. You may have worked with the last full moon and really anticipating this lunar eclipse that is coming up at the end of the month of May, which is when I'm recording this video. But tapping into your emotional side. If people around you cannot handle your genuine emotions, your meticulousness, if people can't handle your natural state as to who you are, and even the process of you awakening to that natural state yourself, because we are not always 100% aware of who we were authentically before we decided to shift and alter ourselves for society's sake. I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope you do understand what that means, or what I mean by that. Just that, you know, we change ourselves and how we believe we're supposed to show up in the world, how we believe it is most comfortable for other people, how we we want to be likable and lovable in this society, just for our true selves, of course. And when we try to find that, the people who are really attracted to that energy, they don't need convincing to stay. They don't need to see all these different sides of you. They just need you, your authentic self. That is all that should matter to anyone who is really here for you. And I'm not, again, sure why Spirit is having this specific message come out so strongly. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not missing any other aspects to the cards. And I don't think so. What else do we have? Wow. So we have not only the moon, but the sun. The sun that actually flew out. This is a card that flew out. So that's very interesting. Gemini at the bottom of the deck as well here. The moon and the sun. Yin and yang. Hot and not necessarily cold, but soothing. I think there's also like a balancing coming in for you as well with the sun and the moon here. Like there are opposites that are being made recognized. Like how you burn with passion at something while someone, seems to be cool, calm, and collected when it comes to that type of subjects. I don't want to just pull out racism, but like if you are you feel passionate about systemic racism and how it has affected many communities. Gemini again, very interesting. But someone else, so definitely strong Gemini energy. It was just at the bottom of the deck and now it's out here presenting us with its energy. I do want to point out that we have 1, 2, and 3 here with the sun and the moon. Very, very aligned energy that we have coming out here, pile number 1. Again, you are recognizing almost like your other half. I don't want to say, I'm not sure why I'm feeling that energy necessarily, but a community, a sharing of energy that resonates with yours. Because I first mentioned polar opposites here with the sun and the moon, but they almost look harmonized. As in, even though there are differences, there is a oneness to this energy. So that's very interesting. Let's see, what else do we have here? Also, yes, you could be a Gemini, know a Gemini, or have heavy Gemini placements in your chart. And then we have 7th house partners. Okay, so this could definitely be romantic. It doesn't have to be, but it definitely can be. I also wanted to point out the dog at the bottom of the deck. Dog speaks of loyalty. We have the 10 here again of completing a cycle. Someone's loyalty was tested with the 5 of Wands here. Partners. I'm gathering as much about this as possible. There's a lot of energy going on here, pile number 1, but Spirit most of all wants you to recognize the harmony that is happening within your life. I think a lot of the times things can feel as if they're falling apart or falling away, and yet they're falling into place for our highest good. We are, again, cosmically unaware of the things that need to occur for our dreams to come true. But Spirit is asking you to allow whatever strife that there may be here with this Five of Wands energy and sneakiness, whatever comes up, and it may be currently coming up for you, or it may be coming up, very soon, where you start to notice a shift in other people's energies. I think that's really what it is. It's a shift in other people's energy where they are no longer aligned with yours, which again, perfectly and completely natural. That naturally happens where someone's energy or your energy itself shifts because you decide to take a different journey or a different part of your path, a necessary part of your path that makes itself known. You're prepared, you're ready for it, and someone else can't go with you. It's what I'm hearing. It doesn't have to be your life partner if you do have that, or partner in general. It can be someone who you thought would be in your life for a very long time. It could be family, honestly, even where you thought that because it was family, there was some layer of loyalty that belonged there. And there wasn't. Which is okay. Someone breaks our trust. It's a new opportunity to trust ourselves again. Ourselves, not necessarily them. That's completely up to you in the situation. But to trust ourselves again and to say, you know what? I'm gonna leave this situation where it is, bury it, not ignore it, give it a complete funeral, a complete healing process. And I'm gonna leave it where it belongs, because I'm gonna continue along my journey with this I was gonna say abundant, so let's go with that. Abundant, masculine, driven energy. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna keep going, because it honestly does matter. We should honor each relationship that we have access to, because it's there to teach us something. But then that next part, that moving on part, is more for you. It's more for you. So whatever this situation may be for you, because again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could honestly even be a job as well. Moving away from a job that doesn't serve you, that doesn't fit your energy, that doesn't give you a healthy workplace environment. Especially with the creativity that we were tapping into with the Eight of Pentacles, and it having to do closely with your financial opportunities. Whatever situation that it may be for you, there's a situation that you need to let lie and to continue to move forward, because no matter what energy they try to represent or change themselves into, it is still that same energy that surrounds you. So I have one final oracle card for you, pile number 1, and it's your final message that Spirit really wants to send to you. This is from, which deck is this? The Sacred Rebel deck. So I'm going to read it from the book. And we also have After the Storm on the bottom of the deck. I did want to point that out. It seemed very fitting for this reading. And this card is 39, Free from Judgment, Free to Love, which again sounds very, very aligned. So let's see what else we have from this message. I'm going to read it out of the book. Okay. Imagine a world so infused with bliss, love, and wonder that you naturally and always feel safe, and always feel as safe as a nourished, cherished baby in the arms of the Universal Mother. Life mothers us with kindness, and sometimes when we need it to grow through challenge as well. Accepting this mothering in its gentle and fierce phases can be difficult at times. Yet there are those brave enough in spirit to go forth. Wow, this is really going to tie it all together. Let me straighten these out because it's going to bother me. Okay, back to what I was saying. Yet there are those brave enough in spirit to go forth onto their path with absolute trust in the Universal Mother. Some are even part of her plan to help mother others so that they too can surrender fear and live more freely. This oracle comes with a message for you. You are learning about mothering and being mothered. You might not do this in a typical way. It might be through bearing children, but it could also be through adopting children, raising children, or otherwise taking care of children and loving them as if they were your own. You might also be learning how to mother on a rather different scale, working with groups, communities, causes, or purposes that need your devotion, your energy, your belief in their value, and your willingness to be the wild tigress or the supportive shoulder to lean upon in order to bring those worthwhile groups to life. You may also be an aspect of the Universal Mother on a spiritual level, definitely with that Ace of Wands energy. Some people that do this are male, some are female. Can't make it up, guys. Some have children and some do not. Some are healers and some work in seemingly more ordinary professions. They have a mothering aspect in common and they love and respect life. They believe in life, are moved by compassion, and are genuinely encouraging and respectful of people. Rather than taking perverse delight when someone stumbles, they want to help. They are ordinary people with an extraordinary natural tendency to nurture life around them. This oracle brings you confirmation that you are amongst the Universal Mother's special clan of nurturing spirits that help to honor life on this planet. You are also being asked to open up to receive more nurturing. You can do this for yourself. You can also choose to open up and allow others to nurture you. It might make you feel a little vulnerable at first, especially if you are not used to doing this, but you don't have to worry. You will get used to valuing yourself enough to know that needing love and affection from another is an opportunity, not only for you to receive, but for someone else to give, which involves them being received too. If you are tired and have been taking care of everyone else, then take some time to shift the pattern and allow life to support you too. The Universal Mother helps the helpers so as they can keep helping. It works rather well, you see, for those that give so much to also receive abundantly. If you have been asking life for a solution to a specific difficulty you have been having, this oracle comes with the message that a solution is in gestation right now. The situation is already being sorted out and the resolution will come to fruition very soon. Hold tight and wait for the imminent birth of that resolution. This is also a confirmation if you are interested in working with children, the inner child, with art therapy for emotional healing, or any sort of uninhibited creative expression that helps dislodge social conditioning and open one up to more spontaneous feeling-based existence, then yes, go ahead and do it. The Universal Mother is supporting you and you cannot get a more powerful ally. Wow, pound everyone. So you have been divinely protected this entire time. With all of the hidden energy around you, even with all of the bold and outright energy around you, you have been protected this entire time, and your path has been divinely guided by spirit. You are being divinely guided. You're free from judgment of the things of the past, from yourself and of others, and now you are free to love. This is a message of love, of clarity is also what I'm hearing. You are clearly understanding your path and your purpose, and you know that nothing or no one can get in the way of that because Spirit is here with you the whole time. So Pile number one, if you enjoyed this reading, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. I hope that you enjoy, and make sure you come and check out our Patreon where I have exclusive content like these videos coming more and more frequently. And I will see you in another reading. Peace. Hello, pile number two. You chose this beautiful tiger's eye crystal. And we're going to get right into your reading. This reading I am doing a little bit differently. I will be shuffling on camera and to see the message that Spirit wants to send you. The message that Spirit wants. Okay. Wow. Page of Wands. And it's shot out. So this is definitely some very spontaneous energy that you have here. You're wanting to learn more about your spiritual path. It's possibly what I'm hearing. Ten of Swords. You are placing a mental burden down. You are done thinking a certain way, holding a certain concept in your mind where you know it no longer is serving your highest good. Four of Wands and the Star in reverse. We also have Four of Swords in reverse on the bottom of the deck, doubling up on that 4 energy. So what's standing out the most to me currently right now is that Ten of Swords that popped out right after the Page of Wands. With the Ten of Swords being right next to the Star in reverse, I'm seeing that you may have struggled with your hope, feelings of worthiness is also what I'm hearing. You actually have the Four of Wands at the beginning of this entire reading, and it's insinuating. There you go. It is insinuating that you are in a very good space currently at this current moment. It could be that you are very content with how things have been turning out for you. And you it's almost I'm hearing too good to be true. Like you're in a very good place. You are very passionate about the things that are being introduced into your life. Just really having a thirst for spiritual knowledge. But there's almost like this disbelief of if you deserve it, I'm hearing, or if this is actually meant for you. Again, with the Star card in reverse. And of course, with the Four of Swords in reverse, and we have regeneration popping out. So this is really actually very big energy for you because this is going to be a very regenerative time for you. You're going to literally press a reset button on your energy, regenerating what you felt like you could believe in, what you felt like you deserved, a complete regeneration of your hope is also what I'm hearing. So let's see what is around this regeneration. What is around this regeneration, Spirit? Also with the Ten of Swords, it's kind of like you had a lot on your mind. A lot of things that you didn't necessarily tell other people. Positivity. It could be that you are regaining a sense of positivity where you used to really actually have a not so positive self-talk. It's not the things that other people could hear. It's the things that you kept in your mind to yourself. You weren't necessarily a pessimistic in other people's eyes. You just were not optimistic within yourself. Again, a sense of disbelief in the things that were occurring around you. Continuance. Okay. So I feel as if there was a moment, possibly recently, but it doesn't have to be, where you did not want to continue. You did not want to keep doing whatever it is that you were doing. You felt like it was pointless. useless, and you did not have necessarily a positive outlook on the situation, but then a certain thing turned it around, and you're not certain that it will give you, necessarily a 10 of cups, 10 of pentacles feeling, but you know that it turned out a bit brighter than what you thought. So you are feeling a new sense of hope in order to continue. I feel like before you can continue, there is a moment of rest that you need, a moment of regeneration. Again, with the Four of Swords being in reverse, you have not necessarily been taking the time that you need in order to enjoy your current present moment. It is necessary, actually, in order to give you a new sense of hope again, in order for you to continue along your journey. Let's see what we have here pointing out. We have Leo and Aries energy, so doubling up on that fire energy that came out with the Page of Wands, and the Four of Wands also. We have air energy with the Ten of Swords, so Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, and I believe the star card is with Aquarius as well. At the bottom of this deck, we have affection. Okay, so really giving yourself some affection, some love, some care, some attention is important, is what Spirit is saying to me. You are needing to give yourself some time before this new venture begins, especially with the Ten of Swords here, signifying a completion of a cycle. Again, mental cycle is what I'm hearing. You are mentally restarting, mentally rejuvenating, so that you can take on the tasks that are going to be handed to you, so that you can believe in yourself to take on those tasks that you are absolutely 100% capable of actually doing. I think that one thing also, other than rest, that may help you is affirming yourself, affirmations daily, telling yourself that you can do this, that you will do this, that you have done it, really embodying that energy, because that's how you feed yourself that positivity. You probably look around people and ask, how can they be so positive? How can they be so hopeful? Hasn't life gotten them down? Hasn't it beaten them down so much that they themselves can't believe in it either? And it's not that. It's not that people haven't gone through things. It's that people have decided, okay, possibly that wasn't meant for me. I'm supposed to be doing something else, providing in a different, being provided for in a different type of way, or providing in a different type of way. I'm going to continue to be positive and know that I am here for a greater purpose, that nothing can stop me from actually truly enjoying life and being fulfilled. And I'm going to feed myself. I'm going to continue to tell myself of all the things that are actually important and what's not. We have 17 here and 26 here that's standing out to me. So it's 8 and an 8. You could be seeing 888 a lot. Of course, another 444 a lot as well is what's standing out to me. Let's see what else we have though. Full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. Okay, so you've really been trying to figure this out, especially because I went on that little tangent about asking the questions of how other people have, gone through so much and done so much still instead. And it's like you hold that same energy. You hold that same energy within yourself. The answers that you need are coming, and the answers that you need are already within you. You already have what you've been searching for. It's possible that you just haven't asked the question in the right way. We also have balanced spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. So a lot of full moon energy here, a lot of clarity gained. A lot of clarity gained for you, coming very soon. This is a timeless reading, so You can see this video at any time and also come back to it at any time as well. That's what I was trying to say. But balance practicality and spirituality. I feel like there are, especially with the Gemini and the Pisces having double the sign and also mutable energy, there's a balancing that you are trying to partake in. You are trying to allow, practicality and spirituality to affect your life. You want to be realistic, but you also want spirit to work miracles in your life. And I think there has to be some middle ground. You have to build your faith, especially with the Star card in reverse, and continue about your day knowing that you are protected. That there is a great balance that you're trying to find in between those things, where you're saying, I can believe in this. I can believe in this, and I can still be this. I can be this, and I can be that. I can be all encompassing. And you are really trying to grasp that coming soon. Again, dropping the mental barriers that says, I can only be this person. I can only experience these things because this is all that I've ever experienced. I've only experienced hardship. I've only experienced things that it's difficult, that other people wouldn't want to get up from, is also what I'm hearing. But it's up to you. It's up to you. Spirit is here, of course, always here, trying to guide you as best as possible. But it's up to you to want it. And we also have nothing will come of the situation, void, of course, moon. So this is interesting. Because it, again, ends up right on top of the Star card in reverse. Nothing will come of you not believing. Nothing will come of you doubting. It will keep you where you are currently. And this is not a state that you want to be in forever. This is something that you actually have actively tried many times to find your way out of. And you feel as if it's been like circling back. But there's a part of a lesson, of that lesson specifically, that you haven't integrated into your life yet. And I think it's the faith. I think it is understanding that you can regenerate yourself without having to do the absolute most. Or honestly, I'm hearing learning how to regenerate, learning how to shut off, learning how to be at peace is also what I'm hearing. Again, learning how to enjoy your present moment. So nothing will come of the opposite of that. Nothing will come of not giving yourself a moment's rest. Nothing will come of, and you won't be prepared for this fiery climax that is approaching at the bottom of the deck. You physically won't be able to, because you haven't rested. You haven't rested enough. And, without rest, how can you believe? How can you believe that you are prepared to take on whatever it is if you're exhausted and tired? I can't even imagine. So one thing must come before the other. And I think, again, this is not something that you are completely unaware of. You could be finding yourself yawning a lot more lately because your body is trying to tell you, I'm tired. And we also have flute expression. So there will come a time where you are finding your true expression. You could be musically inclined. You could love to play music instruments or have done it in the past. You could even be wanting to have reconnected with a certain musical instrument is also what I'm seeing. And if that is the case, this is a definite yes from Spirit to try and reconnect with that sound, that instrument, that feeling that you get of playing that instrument, because that will also help with the regeneration process. And it could also help with you learning to express yourself better. It could be that you've been taking too many projects or tasks on as well, and you need to express your need for rest. Again, other people around you may not do that. We are not taught to learn when our body needs rest, when to listen to it. And so this is something that you're learning. This is something that you are integrating into your life currently. And I also hear that you're hoping other people understand that. Like, you're hoping that other people understand not your lack of availability, but their lack of availability to you is also what I'm hearing. Okay? And we also have Vision Quest. Seek. Wow, that's gorgeous. You are definitely seeking. You are definitely seeking balance, seeking solitude is what I'm feeling from that card as well. You're seeking your faith. You're seeking a deeper relationship, connection with spirit. You are seeking fulfillment in your, I was also going to say spiritual quest. We have at the bottom of the deck, rattle, disperse. You are dispersing of all of the negative energy that you have brought on to yourself, or that has been placed onto your spirit. You are dispersing all of the negative beliefs of yourself and what you deserve, or what, portion of life you are allowed. You are really deepening, again, your relationship with spirit. And spirit wants you to know that they hear you, that they're here, that you're not alone. They also want you to take a nap and to remain positive, because they know what you want. They know what you're here for. And a part of you knows it as well. You don't have the full picture, of course, because spirit is a divine knowing being. But you feel it. And that's enough. That's enough. But again, you have to be prepared for it. And there's something that is great coming on the horizon for you, pile number 2. I hope that you can feel it. I hope that you are amping yourself up for it, amping yourself up to take a nap, because that is really the big important theme of this reading. I hope that you enjoyed, and if you do, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because it would mean the world to me. And also, if you enjoyed this reading, come on over and check out our Patreon, where I will be hosting many more videos and written readings like this one coming very soon. And I will see you in the next reading. Peace. Hello, pile number 3. You chose the beautiful clear quartz crystal, so you can connect with its energy. Here you are. And let's get right into your reading. I'm going to do this reading a bit differently. I'm just going to shuffle on camera. This is the first reading I've done this in, so I hope that you enjoy this format. And let's see. Okay. Already out. 6 of Cups is the first card out. And we'll set it up here. 6 of Cups. Okay, so a lot of memories from the past are coming up for you. It could be childhood, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. Just memories. Memories in general. 2 of Wands. So, let's see. Off the bat, I'm feeling as if you have a plan, or have wanted to do something very specific, but you keep thinking about the past. Usually with the Three of Wands, you see movement, but with the Two of Wands, it's more so of a planning of energy. So it's kind of like you have these plans, but you aren't able to necessarily act on them because of things that have happened in the past. Let's see what else we have. We have the Six of Swords. Wow. So that's so interesting that we have the doubling up of that six energy here. It's interesting to me because this is literally telling us you have these memories that you need to move away from. Of course, some energy is good to hold on to and to allow the memories to remind us of where we've come from. But many memories are things that we have held on to unnecessarily. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. I'll let you see the Knight of Pentacles here. Something slowly has been progressing. Again, with the Pentacles here, it could be a material idea that you've had. We also have the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Very, very interesting energy. Yeah, very interesting. With that being at the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Swords energy is really telling me that you need to. There is a need for you to release these self-restricting barriers around yourself. I think there's some high expectations that you're trying to hold yourself up to, and they are stifling your creativity. I don't normally have these in reverse, but it flipped out very prominently, so I'm going to read it and then place it back upside down. So the top statement, letting go. Wow, trigger statement. This is not the way it is supposed to be. True statement, I am free. Lift up your burdens and allow the divine to free you from them. Allow yourself to be cleansed of anything that is weighing you down. Wow, pile number 3. So there are some things that have been weighing you down, again, in reference to the past. And again, wow, keeping you from, I'm sorry, it's just these cards really are communicating strongly with you. But something that deeply needs to be let go of because it is hindering you from moving forward. Again, mental conflict here from an emotional past, one that is keeping you still, motionless, and one that is prominently needed to be let go of. We also have honoring self here. This is the way it has always been, or this is the way it has always been done, is the trigger statement. The true statement, I create my way. You are ready to fulfill your desires by thinking outside the box. The path less traveled may be more fulfilling. Wow, this is huge energy for you. This is a path that has not been taken by you, by your family, by your friends. This is something that you are very sensitive about. Excuse the construction if you can hear it. It won't be too much louder than this, but it will be pretty loud. There is, wow, okay, very big energy, pile number 3. There is an instance that has happened to you in the past that has really affected your creativity, is what I'm feeling with this orange here representing your sacral chakra. You have been put down. You've been told to do things a certain way because that is the only way that it will be accepted. You have been told not to dream too far or too wide, or you have been told to keep your dreams to a limit, to keep them practical, to keep them safe. And that has been the thing that has been built around your creativity, that has been built around even your financial circumstances. I feel like right now things have been moving a bit slowly for you financially, and it may have honestly been driving you a bit crazy because you feel as if, based on past instances, that you should be making money quickly. That if you invest into something, you should see the turnover fairly quickly. Because if it's such a great thing, then it should be, showing you this greatness soon rather than later. But right now, you are ready. I think you've been sensing some things. Again, with the Six of Cups here, you've been remembering how much you've been placed or told to place your dreams on hold. Whatever it may be for you, pile number 3, you're ready to fulfill your own desires by thinking outside of the box. You're not letting any more limitations get to you. You're not letting any more beliefs that did not stem from you hearing it from spirit and feeling it, sensing it for yourself. You're not feeling any of that any longer. We also have joyful. I'm gonna keep these upright because I think they came out upright. The keyword is elevate. The trigger statement, I feel so low. The true statement, I persevere. Release the worry and fear and allow confidence, trust, and strength to take you to your goal. Wow, confidence. You weren't taught to have confidence in what you believed in. That's because not necessarily, or most times, other people didn't believe in it either. They didn't see it or couldn't see it. They were unaware. But you are persevering over this. Again, Knight of Pentacles. It's moving slowly, but you're keeping with it. You are elevating this thing because you know that it can grow into something beautiful and into something great. You're not worried about timing. You're not allowing that to dictate whether this situation is successful or not. Time is irrelevant. It is a concept that only matters to people who think that they can time the universe. And we also have earthly as the keyword for patchouli. I know I'm saying that wrong. Trigger statement, I hate my body. True statement, my body is my temple. Remember that you are a spiritual being having an earthly experience. Revere your loyal, sacred body. Okay? So this is correlating with the root chakra, and this one was correlating with your heart chakra. At the bottom of the deck, we have eucalyptus. The keyword is reset. Trigger statement, I am sick. True statement, I am alive. It is time to embrace a new way of being, one filled with health and the freedom to create a new reality. You are free, pile number 3, to create a new reality. You are resetting your beliefs on what is capable, what you are capable of. You are listening to the synchronicities that have been coming up for you, and really letting spirit guide you intuitively to your true fulfillment. With the body card here, I think that may be also something that's coming up for you. Unfortunately, we still live in a society where other people can feel as if they can dictate other people's bodies, and honestly they can't, but they still try. They place, horrible energy onto people, sometimes unknowingly, sometimes purposefully, and not regrettably at all. So if you feel as if you are wanting more autonomy, then try to affirm your body, affirm your process, and tell yourself things like, this is an earthly experience. My body is holding a spirit that is so giant, so big, so bright, and illuminating, that I'm going to be gentle with it. I'm going to be gentle with my body and treat it the way that it deserves. Not try to dictate it like others have tried to dictate me, or anything of that nature. Pile number 3. If you have been wanting autonomy, this is a message to confirm that it is yours. There is no need to hate your body. It has carried you through many things. Is what I can hear. Just in general, protecting you, and you know, and being here for you. Like, we are earthly, what does it say? Spiritual beings having an earthly experience. So without this earthly body, we cannot have the earthly experience to elevate with. So if that is something also that you're trying to overcome, Spirit is here signifying that you are receiving help on that. We also have lunar eclipse here, which on May 26th is when we will have the lunar eclipse in Gemini. I'm pretty sure is what that is happening in. But we have releasing the past, breakthrough, pushing limitations, healing. Wow, wow, wow. If you get letting go anymore in this reading, right? So especially during the lunar eclipse, but in general, if you're reading or seeing this video after that happens in May, then releasing, using the next lunar cycle that you can to really push in those efforts, especially if you feel like you don't know how to release. Look up and see which moon cycles are the best. I'm pretty sure it's full moon to release under, to really let go of all of the things that have been preconditioned in our minds, in our bodies, all the energy that has been stored in our bodies, really doing a thorough cleanse of your spiritual energy, and that is how you are going to help regain some of that autonomy. We also had pop out the South Node, gifts and lessons. Okay, so I believe in this energy, what I'm hearing is that, the lessons make us aware of our gifts, make us aware of what we are capable of, not capable of tolerating, but just capable of in general. I think it's really important to look at this time and to see what it's trying to show you, what it's trying to teach you. Especially with this Knight of Pentacles, you're going to have a bit of some free time. I'm hearing recently, Leo energy popped out fast. So you could be a Leo, know a Leo, or have strong Leo energy in your placements, your natal chart placements. Shining is what I'm hearing. Allow yourself to shine. The South Node a lot of the times represents our comfort, where we are comfortable staying, especially if we're trying to hone our gifts and really learn the lessons of our life and what we're here to learn in general. But with this Leo card here on the opposite side, it's like really shining through that, really affirming yourself in general. And honestly, all of these true statements, I persevere, I create my way, my body is my temple, and whichever one is under this one, I don't want to move it and mess it up, but really affirming yourself that way again will help you to move out of the stagnant energy of what you thought life would look like or should look like. And we also have at the bottom of the deck Jupiter, expansion, gratitude, morality, enlightenment. So you are feeling very grateful. Gratitude. You're feeling very grateful in this current time. You are feeling an expansion on your energy, an expansion on your knowledge and what it is that you, again, believe to be possible. Like, I'm also hearing you probably didn't think it was possible to move away from this or to ever shake this, but it is. It is 100% possible. You've done it in very different ways in your life over time, maybe in like miniature ways. I'm gonna shuffle again. I just want one. But realizing that your path, give me a second. Realizing that your path is unique to you, and that other people and their, I don't want to say cruelty, but kind of, other people and their misconceptions on them thinking they are a good person. All of the things that have been placed onto you, they can be shed in a new light, understanding that there was a lesson around every instance. Whether you remember the situation clearly or not, whether the person has apologized, whether they know that, you know, they've hurt you or not, no matter what it is, really holding space for yourself and your own, I think I said autonomy, right? I could have, or maybe that was another reading. Sorry, pile number 3 if I'm getting you confused. But it correlates here too. Having autonomy over your own path and saying, I decide to go this way. I decide that I'm no longer letting my fears or other people's fears that they've placed in my mind hold me back. And I'm going to do what's best for me. I'm going to look into my gifts. I'm going to lean into those gifts that I have, and really let that heal me as well, is what I'm hearing. Is there anything else, Spirit? Let's see what else. So the card that popped out for this, the affirmation that you have, being with discomfort. At times of discomfort, I courageously seek my soul essence, which is clear, pure, and luminous. Wow. I'm going to read it again. At times of discomfort, I courageously seek my soul essence, which is clear, pure, and luminous. That is you, pile number 3. You are clear, pure, and luminous. People may have taken advantage of that in the past, and you're trying to find that light once again. Wow. I'm going to just, bottom of the deck, igniting my joy. Attuning to the highest good in myself and others ignites my natural joy. Yes, you are igniting your own natural joy and helping others ignite theirs as well. Again, with that Leo energy really shining through, is what's pointing out to me. Very, very fiery energy is what I'm sensing as well. Okay, pile number 3, if you enjoyed this reading, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it resonated for you. And if you did enjoy it so much so, please check out our Patreon, where I will have exclusive and early access content to readings like this more and more frequently. I hope that you, again, enjoyed, and I will see you in another reading. Peace. Hello, pile number 4. You chose this gorgeous carnelian stone. So let's get right into your reading. This reading I'm doing today has been a little different. I am shuffling on camera, and this is actually a new deck. So I'm now, this is my first time working with her energy. Wow. Let's see what we have here. We have the King of Pentacles. Wow. Pile number 4. What amazing energy to pop out right off the bat. King of Pentacles. You are a very dominant and abundant energy. We also have 5 of Swords. But you don't also always realize that. You don't realize how abundant you are with this 5 of Swords coming right out after the King of Diamonds. I feel like a lot of people lately, but especially your pile 2 as well, number pile number 4, struggles with believing in themselves, or not allowing lack mindset to settle into all that you try to create. So let's see what we can do to, yep, okay, the Star. So another pile had some similar cards coming out. I think it was pile number 2. If you were called to that pile, then that definitely may be a message that you need to hear as well. But that card for the Star came out in reverse. So that's the second time. I also want to point out that I have stumbled your crystal. So some of you could be feeling like you don't hold on to things as easily, or you fumbled the ball. That's what they say. You fumbled the ball. But here with the Star card, there's a need for faith, for hope. And whenever there's a need for faith, there is a need for a divine connection. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, a lot of energy doubling up today for the collective. Wheel of Fortune. But realizing that everything happens in divine timing, in a divine way. I actually want to get one more for you, pile number 4. But that is a part of the faith process, is understanding that everything happens in a cycle. So, wow, that really shot out. That was too many, but yeah, the Death card, the Lovers, the Hermit, oh my God, and 2 of Pentacles. Lots of major arcana energy. So these are major changes that are happening for you. But we also have the Page of Cups. So learning your emotional state, learning your emotional genetic makeup is also what I'm hearing. You could have possibly come from a place where you used to take things very personally, especially if they didn't go the way that you had planned it to. I feel like, especially within the mental state, your mental capacity, you have really, especially with the Scorpio standing out to me, intensely wanted things to go a certain way, planning it a very particular way, and it not coming out the way that you want it to. And it could be any situation, of course, in the past. In regards to your financial matters here, maybe like a wanting to create a business, entrepreneur. Yes, we have 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. What a gorgeous card. And what beautiful energy to have at the bottom of the deck as well, because just because you don't believe yourself to be this abundant energy doesn't mean that the abundance shows up any less. So there is an abundance coming to you, of course, with the 9 of Pentacles being at the bottom of the deck. And there's a need for faith. There's a need for you to believe in this that is coming to you. Let's see what else we have here. With the 5 of Swords here, also, I'm hearing write down what it is, your plans, not to a meticulous point where you feel like nothing could go wrong, but just what you want to see appear. Milk and honey, that's gorgeous. What you want to create out of pure joy. With this milk and honey here, it's giving me very, this is where I'm meant to be. And I feel like you feel that. You feel like you know this is where you're meant to be. Do you trust it? Do you believe in it? Do you allow it to happen? Also is the question. With the Wheel of Fortune here, I feel like there is a need for you to let the divine do its thing. Let spirit work in your life while you learn more about your reaction to the things that are going on around you. Higher power, definitely felt that coming out because you are working with spirit directly, is what I'm feeling. Trying to reconstruct the mapping of your mind is really giving me strong mental energy here with this swords energy in the center, and you're surrounded by all of the major energy around it. So it's like you have a lot going on in pile number 4, a lot of goodness, a lot of spiritual blessings, or kind of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that appeared or that happened. Like very, very divine workings here with the higher power. Lots of cards that want to keep popping out. But we have co-create as well. So Spirit is asking you to co-create. Spirit is asking you to, again, allow this to happen. The 4 and the 4 here. Very interesting energy that's making itself known. And we have chaos and conflict at the bottom of the deck. Okay. 33 being that energy. Okay. Pile number 4. Is the chaos and conflict present? I'm not sure. I'm trying to really sense that. It could be, though. It honestly could be, because of the Page of Cups being here and you really needing to learn about yourself in emotional environments. So it could be that it's not at the forefront of your mind right now, the things that are going on around you, because you know that there are other things that you've wanted to give your attention to. We have second house here, physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. So definitely playing along the themes of the financial aspect for you. It is something that is important to you. I can sense strongly. And Spirit can sense it as well, that you want to create financial security. We all want that, of course. We all want to be financially secure, and the society that we live in currently makes that a bit difficult. It makes us feel as if we don't have enough, that we aren't creating enough, aren't producing enough in order to be successful financially. And that's not the case. Spirit is asking you or telling you that you don't have to do so much, that you can, wow, you keep wanting to have a lot of cards pop out, pile number 4. But we can't take all of those. You keep wanting to get in the driver's side, in the driver's seat, and take over. And Spirit is asking you to allow them to show you the sweetness of life. You don't have to work so hard for it. What else do we have? Mutable energy here. Surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. Definitely an energy that you are trying to embody more of. This is Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces is mutable energy. You could have this energy. This could be one of your sun signs, or have a lot of mutable energy in your natal chart in general. But yes, there's a need for you to be very mutable, is what Spirit is asking. For you to allow, for you to have faith, for you to believe in what Spirit can make possible, 100% make possible for you. And then at the bottom of the deck, of course, Uranus with this radical change in energy. So this is definitely a radical change for you. You could be coming into, some unseen, unknown fortune recently, where you've wanted to feel more responsible. You've wanted to feel more secure, like it's not going to blow away so soon, so recently. And that can be a part of the chaos and conflict. It's like, getting money is a great thing, but then you feel all this pressure. to hold that security. And Spirit is asking you to have faith that your finances or your financial abundance isn't just going to disappear. We also have kindred spirits here. So you are coming into contact with some kindred spirits, people who may help you to understand more about your financial or spiritual journey. It could be a financial advisor that you are coming into contact with, one that will feel more like friend or family rather than someone you're doing business with, someone you can trust with finances. Also, again, important, and also probably a part of that Page of Cups as well is you learning to trust other people when it comes to handling finances, especially if you've placed them in that position to handle your finances. We also have Great Mother here. Okay, so this is very interesting energy that's popping up here because I haven't really gotten maternal energy, but this could be something that you are nurturing, a part of your mothering that you are trying to nurture is learning about financial habits. You could have learned or adopted the financial habits of your mother, and you're wanting to shift it to your own financial habits because you are an adult and you want to make adult decisions. But with a Great Mother here also as well, you are nurturing something. Again, it could be a project, an idea, a financial opportunity that you are nurturing, and the kindred spirits are here to help you nurture them as well, teaching you how to nurture them, but really using your patience, really using your emotional knowledge in order to bring it into all that you are trying to work with financially. It's important that you have this balance because your emotional harmony can bring you financial harmony, is what I'm hearing. And we also have celestial union. Okay, so it could be that you are coming really into union with a love interest. Again, I don't like reading it that way, so it doesn't have to be. You could already be fully committed and be coming into a celestial union with Spirit, where Spirit talks to you more directly. It could also be that the union that you are in is being elevated, or again, you could be single and looking towards this celestial union. But with this higher power here that's really standing out to me, I feel like it's your relationship with Spirit and how it has evolved over time. It could be that these kindred spirits also are teaching you more about spirituality, about their spirituality, how they communicate with Spirit. Also, I'm hearing how they look at Spirit as a great mother. Like, you may never have thought of God as a woman or as a maternal feminine energy, and they're sharing that knowledge with you as well. I kind of want more here on this celestial union. We have boundaries. Okay, so this is what's coming up, but take what resonates. I'm hearing that you have felt very closed off from Spirit. Like, you did not have the most communicative relationship with Spirit, Source, God. That your relationship with God could have been I'm hearing watched over, or what's the word that I'm looking for, Spirit? Your relationship was controlled by others. And as children, we are normally introduced to God, Spirit, Source by our paternal figures, but that relationship can shift as we begin to speak more with Spirit directly and listen more directly. You realize that God is not this hard, harsh judging concept of a supernatural being. We are watched after, looked after, and cared for, loved by God, by spirit, by source. We are made of that same energy, and we are loved by that same energy. You are learning your relationship with spirit. You are learning how to co-create. You are learning, again, how to place up boundaries around other people and their beliefs, because it has been such a huge burden to carry with you all of this time, is other people's beliefs and boundaries, or them pushing upon your boundaries. We also have Muse of Poetry as the last card that is out, and at the bottom of the deck, Muse of Eloquence. Okay, so this is really beautiful energy, because eloquence is regality, royalty, sitting eloquently. Muse of Poetry, you could be heavily connected to the art of poetry currently, or soon you will be connecting to it. You may feel a sense of spiritual connection to God or source, the universe, however, through poetry, and finding ways to express yourself also through poetry, feeling a lot more creatively expressive, and really letting your emotions work through pen and paper. What else am I feeling? Writing in general is going to be important for you, and you will be able to connect with that art form heavily when it comes to expressing what you need more. I think that this is all that I'm sensing for you, pile number 4. This is beautiful energy that you have here. You are evolving. You are stepping into your power and allowing spirit to really help and work with you. So if you enjoyed this message, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because it would mean the world to me. If you really enjoyed this video, head on over to our Patreon, where I have exclusive and early access to content like this and many more coming soon. I hope you enjoyed again, and I will see you in the next reading. Peace.